I like to take you for a walk. Sometimes, and I'm in one of my favorite places uh, that I love walking, and I thought I would just share with you, if you care, what I'm up to today. Um, Sort of like what might be semi-typical work day. So it's so gorgeous, I decided to, come out for this walk. Even though obviously it's fall, though you may be watching this from the future. It's super warm, so I decided to come out for a walk. Studied a little bit of Italian in a book I had bought, which I'm not sure is actually that going to be that helpful. But it was good. I got about 20 minutes of studying. I'm starting again to try to study for about half hour a day. And I think I'm going to stop here by this gorgeous willow tree, actually. I'm going to try to get it behind me. So hang on one second. And I don't want people to think I'm filming them, so so here, let me move over here, away. So you guys may know I've been studying when I first started studying Italian. This may help any of you studying language. I was studying like an hour a day minimum for months, probably about 9 months. And sometimes I'd study an hour in the morning and an hour in the evening. And I'm not really sure. I think it was a good idea, but, don't reprimand me. There really is a thing with an older brain. I put a lot in, you guys, and I still feel like I don't have a good grasp. But what I think it is that it's going to activate when I'm actually in country. So whatever language I was learning, if I was learning Spanish or Chinese, which, as I said, will never happen, I need to hear it around me to activate it, because my brain's like, what are you doing? You don't. And this is true. Literally, the brain, when you're learning language or anything, it's fascinating. I've been doing research. Your brain judges how important the information is, and that influences if it will store the information. I thought our brains were more neutral, but apparently it's not the case. So, and it can be very complex. So your brain needs to understand that this is something important to you, that you want to learn it and you want to retain it. But anyway, I think I do have more of the language than I believe. We'll see when I travel, in the upcoming week, 2 weeks, I should say. So I'm trying to study twice a day, because that's another thing. Sorry guys, I'm in shadow, but I just don't want to, studying in small bits is apparently better. So I'm of the mind like, I'm going to push through, study for 45 minutes or something, or an hour. And when I've done it this way that I'm going to tell you, even 15 minutes morning, maybe a little at lunch or a little at night, when I break it into two, I do notice from personal experience it makes a difference. So from personal experience and then doing research, it is better to expose your brain to the topic multiple times in the day, not just one long session. So whatever you're studying, remember that. Hey guys, sorry, I'm walking a golf course. I didn't want to get hit by a golf ball. When you saw me turn it real fast, I heard of the putt or whatever. So anyway, I'm gonna go back home, and I have not eaten yet. So if I sound weary, it's because it's like, what time is it? It's nearly 2, and I wasn't hungry. So of course, as I'm sitting studying in the park, I suddenly am like, oh my gosh, I'm hungry. Anyway, so I'm gonna go back, and I've been wanting to put up a community space for a while. And I think, oh, no, I'm in shadow that way. I think I'm going to do it. So I wanted to share that with you. Some of you who've been with me a while know that I've had membership on YouTube. And I've had membership via Patreon, both of which I didn't really like because different reasons. At one point I was trying to maintain both, guys. It was just too much. I'd have to post to my YouTube members and then post to my Patreon members, and that was just too much. So we're simplifying. Let's go this way. Oh, hey guys, I might have dropped out there. Anyway, so what I'm gonna work on when I get home is I'm gonna set up a community page. Let me think about where I wanna walk here. And it will be my own, a private space for a community. If you love my channel, and I'm still figuring out how I'm going to place, like how I'm going to work with it. But I will promise at least one time a month and probably at least one time a week, there'll be something, whether it's guys, it is friggin' hot. There's no nip of fall in the air. It is like a summer day. It's pretty warm. And a summer day. It's pretty warm. But what I'm going to do is once a week have something, whether it's a written piece about a spiritual topic or a video or an audio, something that will not be on YouTube. Or if it's something that's very popular on YouTube, I might take it and edit out the intro and just have it be very clean recording for you guys as members. So that's what I'm thinking now. And that will really help support me in keeping the channel going while giving you content and support. Because again, within the community, you could ask me questions and it's not just public out on YouTube, right? So sometimes I do the lives. And I know, you may not want to talk about certain things because anybody in the world could be watching it, right? So within the community, it's basically like picture a private Facebook. So if you're interested, right, like a lot of us don't like Facebook. I know for some people's communities, people just stay on Facebook just because of the community. But a lot of us, obviously, we're not in love with Facebook and how they are with our data and all that, and we're not trying to make Mr. What's his name? To me, he looks like he's not even, I know it sounds weird, but Gutenberg? What's the Facebook founder's name? He doesn't look human to me. He looks, I know it sounds weird, but there's something about him. He looks like some sort of, not a clone, but I'm not thinking of what the right word is. He's just so strange, There's something so strange about him. Anyway, so if you're interested, I still haven't quite got the name, whether I'm going to stick with the goddess. I think I'm going to give it a more broad name, like maybe Soulful Community. I don't know. Do you have any ideas for names? And again, this will be for those of you who, you don't want a big investment, but you want to have more contact and even more say in what I'm doing, right? Maybe you'll request a certain type of video, right? And then if enough people request it, I can make it for the public channel. Or if you have questions about your meditation practice or your chakra work. So basically, it's just like a portal that is private. So you're paying for the privacy. Let me stop here. You're paying for the privacy and the deeper connection with me, just in an easy, ongoing way. And I'm not going to overload you with content because this is what I feel. I just want to give you quality and simplicity. So I'm not going to be like trying to pour out, because we're working with the divine feminine. In my understanding, well, actually, this is one agreed by most. It's about ease. Okay, so do consider joining. I'm going to put the link below, but not right away because I got to get home and actually build this thing, right? But like I said, it'll just be a community space, all right? and we can kind of figure it out together, what serves you. But as I said, I'm not going to be overloading you or myself. But if you love the channel, you love the affirmations, the things I talk about, child, I need to get into the shade. Whew. My body was like, we're getting ready for winter, and now I don't know what happened. But you can see where I am. The leaves are starting to change, right? You can see the touch of it. So let me know how that sits with you. And I really thank those of you who joined. Thank you for your support, because you may have heard how YouTubers, remember, it's a lot of hype. Oh, they're making $30,000 a month. No. The most I made from YouTube for my channel ever, and it might have been during COVID, was I think I was doing 2 videos a week very consistently, and I made, let me see if it's a pretty view for you guys. Yeah. I made at the most $200 a month from Google AdSense. And many of you know I don't put ads in the middle of my videos, right? And I'm sorry, a lot of people do. A lot of people that I like put a lot of commercials in. I was just seeing if somebody has to pass. No. I definitely, of course, commercial before, it's YouTube, so, and the commercial after, but it's rare in my videos that you'll see me put a commercial in the middle. And if it's a meditation, I never, ever, and I've seen people do that, which I think is awful. In the middle of a meditation, because you can tell YouTube, as of now, you can tell YouTube, like, don't put an ad in the middle. So again, if you want to support the work I do, do consider joining the community when I put the page on. So that's what I'm going to go home and do. I also am going to be trying to set up my work so I can travel more. So working also with more private clients. You've seen I've put up some helpful videos. I put one up specifically for social workers, talking about their stress and how I can help them. And also I'm going to be looking at trying to work with professional women, like lawyers, who are under a lot of stress, and who, in fact, I had a meeting with a woman, very impressive. She's a lawyer, and she has multiple things. You know how we do. And she was telling me about how I can, put myself out there for private clients who are lawyers. And, I work with them, teaching them meditation practices for their stress, because apparently lawyers which I knew that. They're under a tremendous amount of stress. So yeah, that's basically, so I'm going to work on that. And that involves reaching out to bar associations and complicated stuff. So of course, then you have to, write a nice letter, you have to have a nice proposal. So those are some of the things I'm working on right now as I'm preparing to travel. And also still thinking about whether I'm going to call it Airbnb my place while I'm doing that. I'm not super jazzed about that, because let me know if any of you have Airbnb'd your place, your real place where you live, while you were on vacation. Have you done it? How was it? Was it stressful? Because, it would be a great way to, first of all, provide nice housing for someone who needs it, nice short-term housing, and also then help me, cover the rent while I'm away spending money, right? So, but I'm not 100% sure if I want to do it. So if any of you have done that, if any of you, I'm not talking about a separate Airbnb. I'm talking about your own place when you're not there, letting someone come in. Have you liked that? Has that worked? Has it been stressful? Let me get a little shade here. So let's see who's here. Hey, greetings, greetings. Say hi in the chat. Hey, Kylie. And who else? Oh, you have to chat for me to see you. So I like these walk and talks. They're random. You can just listen to me while you're washing your dishes. Um, so that's what I'm working on. So would this be a typical day? I am trying to walk more. As you guys know, I had lost about 20 pounds, which was COVID weight, okay? It was not my natural weight. And I have a video about that. Check that out if you're interested. I had to do it natural, guys. I can't diet, and diets don't work. For me, it was lifestyle. So check out that video if you want to know how I did change some habits, but they're like lifestyle. They weren't like, oh, I didn't do anything harsh is what I'm trying to say. Basically, I upped my physical activity and I dropped out certain foods that I just know you could just take the food and apply it to your ass if you if you want, because it's just going to make you fat. All right, and it's unhealthy. All right, so the guy's coming by on a mini tractor, so it's going to get noisy for a second. All right, so anyway, I love my town. If you wave to people, they usually wave back. Random people, you don't have to know them. Anyway, so yeah, this wouldn't be a typical day. Typically, I'd go for a brisk walk, go back in, be on the computer. But again, really trying to live a more balanced life. And so that's why I'm also saying I want to start putting out there. So this trip is a bit of a scouting trip. It is a vacation. But listen, I'm always doing something, right? Do you know what I mean? It's a vacation, which I desperately need, but it is also a scouting trip for those of you who are, actually I look pretty good for not having any makeup on because I didn't think I was gonna film, right? So I have a glow from sweating in this infernal heat. It's supposed to be fall. So this wouldn't be a typical day. So I'm gonna go home and then just be on the computer. I might make a smoothie. Let me think about how I wanna do this. I think I wanna cut through here. I love these plants. I don't know what they're called. So I might make a smoothie. That was not really one of the diet things I did because I didn't know if that's something I would keep up, you know what I mean? I knew I would keep up being more physically active. I knew that was a good lifestyle choice. But anyway, there's a wonderful doctor, you guys, who, I can't think of her name. Really wonderful, wonderful woman. There are many, many people. If you want somebody, whatever background, you can find them. But this particular woman, she cured herself from, wasn't lupus. I'll put her link below. And she's a medical doctor. And with her partner, she basically told him, I can't marry you because I'm not going to live very long and I don't think that's the life you want. And he's like, I love you. I'd rather have a short life with you. Like, beautiful. And together they figured out, and it's a lot through the green smoothies, and I think she eats a lot of raw. Anyway, I know, I need more vegetables and fruit. So I follow a little bit of what she talks about in, like when you make a green smoothie, she talks about making sure it has the right oils. The oils that are in flaxseed. And so that's what I put flax in and grind it in, because she's like, the oils are a huge part of you absorbing and sort of almost like opening the cells. So I will put her name below. I'll try to remember to do that as well. And she, like I said, she's a Western physician who is completely on board now with that these diseases that they tell us you can't heal. She has seen them heal or have huge, again, it depends how long you've had something, goddesses and divine masculine watching. Obviously, it can create damage in the body. Some of that is hard to reverse, depending, right? But amazing things. Her program is quite expensive, but she has a book, and she goes live every Wednesday, answers questions, and she has the whole protocol laid out there. Yeah. Anyway, so I might do a smoothie, and remember, I always put this warning in because I care about you guys. When you make a smoothie, don't make it mostly fruit, because that's how the West, we take something good and we bastardize it. We do that with like chai. We make it into a sweet drink. We take everything healthy and then sugar it up so that it's then unhealthy. Okay? Even soy. Soy is okay. In fact, I'm sorry, this guy's got up a lot of dust. But we do soy protein isolate. Soy protein isolate is not natural. We chop up the soy into this product that I think it just doesn't go bad, right? So it's not whole soy. So again, knowing that, we've done the same with smoothies, making them fruit-based, super sugary. Your smoothie should be mostly greens, enough fruit or sweet so that you like it, can tolerate it, okay? But it's the greens that are really doing most of the healing, and the fiber, all right? So you guys, when I do these walk and talks, you know I'll just cover random topics. And you may have heard it before, but it's the repetition. I know I have to hear things repeatedly sometimes before I'm like, okay, I'll let them sink in. I'm looking down because I'm walking on gravel, and I was trying to avoid all the like really pointy gravel. So what else? So that's what I'm going to work on when I get home in my home office. But yeah, if you have any advice, like I mentioned, if you've been watching, about Airbnbs, your own place, I would really appreciate that. Hey, Calmly replied. And I think that's about it. I'm gonna get to a very busy road right now. But yeah, hopefully you got something out of this. And whether an idea, but yeah, I accidentally ordered 3 friggin' tripods. And the company is not responding, so hopefully I'll just mail them back and to get my refund. But the system, so I ordered that for my trip to be able to take you guys with the phone, but put you, like if I'm in a cafe, put the tripod. And I also got which now I don't know if I need, I got a little microphone that's going to plug into the phone. But their system was set up so badly, guys. It didn't tell me I'd completed my order. So I shouldn't have done that. I kept reordering because I'm like, it didn't go through. So yeah, so now I have I think I'm going to have 3 microphones, if not 2. Okay. And I need to return them because, So, yeah, I will take you with me. And I will be, I'll be focusing also a bit more in my life. You may not notice it on the channel, but on my art, because Spirit seems to be leading me back to, that's really what we want you to be doing. And I'll share more about it. But don't worry, I don't think I'm going to turn this into an art channel. I really, and I've been told this by psychics, part of my work is definitely teaching, absolutely teaching. Basically, I was told esoteric things, meditation, energy healing. So I'm not gonna turn it into like an art channel. I may mention what I'm doing with my art, especially if it starts going really well. I'll let you know, and include you guys. But yeah, I'll still be about what I'm about. But of course, there'll be an evolution. So anyway, if you are just joining me, listen, I'm not telling you my age, but like I said, it is hot. for this time of year. But yeah, I will put the link below for the community, which will be open to all women. Go back and watch if you didn't catch why I'm setting it up separate, and what it'll have. So again, it'll be very low cost. I want it to be for the viewers of the channel that kind of want, again, regularity, a way to contact me directly, if that makes sense, without having to put a YouTube comment. So if you have a question, right? So that's why I'm making the community, and it'll help me keep going with the channel and support the work that I do and getting it out into the world. So I feel good about that. And like I said, I'm going to keep it simple at first, and I'm not going to overload you with content. Really quick, I think that content creator, think about what that means. It's just like bullshit. I'm a teacher, I'm an educator, I'm a coach, but content creator is kind of like junk food, right? It's like, what is your content? What does that even mean? Right? So I think people need to go back to saying what it is they do. If you're an entertainer, obviously that's different. There's some folks on YouTube, they're just entertaining you, right? That's fine. But content creator, you don't need content in your life. You need entertainment you may want, or learning and growth, right? That's how I feel. Let me know in the chat what you guys think. All right, so I'm resting in the shade, and then I got to cross like a big highway where it will look really weird if I'm talking like this on my phone. They'll be like, what is wrong with people? So rather than get those stares from people in their pickup trucks eyeing me like, what is wrong with that woman, I'm gonna say sayonara here, okay? Much love. I enjoy these, like walk and rambles, I think I'm gonna call them. And like I said, keep doing your life, listen to me in the background. But there may be a gem that helps you in some way. All right, love you guys. Okay, a leaf just attacked me. All right, now I need to turn this off. Hey, Molit Shine, how are you? And hey, Kylie. Hey, Kylie. All right, on my phone, it's not easy to see how to stop this. Hold on. Okay,